Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Asidali. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Like this video, comment down below, let me know. Gang. Happy new month, guys. Welcome to February. Welcome guys to February. This is a fantastic month. And praise be to God. We just said Happy New Year and January is finally over. So good news. Finally, I can say we have good news coming out of Canada because Canada has launched 3 permanent resident programs for 2025. Last year, the immigration minister had talked about it. So in this video, we are going to be going right into those programs. First of all, I want to say a big shout out to Olufemi Loye. You guys know him, OJC community on Telegram. It's big. You can check him out on Instagram. I'm going to be reading this from his website. It says the 3 new permanent resident programs starting in Canada in 2025. Canada is starting 3 new permanent resident programs in 2025. These 3 programs are number 1, the Francophone Community Immigration Pilot, FCIP. Number 2, the Rural Community Immigration Pilot, RCIP. Number 3, the Home Care Worker Immigration Pilot, HCWIP. Unlike most other permanent resident pathways in Canada, these 3 programs are targeted towards specific economic needs in the country, and applicants who have the necessary skills and expertise will benefit from the program. How can you be a part of the program? Let's look at the key requirements. So first, we're going to be starting with the Francophone Community Immigration Pilot, which is the FCIP. So the FCIP offers PR. First, let me even address this. I'm a Rivers girl. The way I say PR, we drag our R. It is not PRO. My R, there's a vibration with it. There's no O inside. I beg you, because I saw that comment and it sounded so funny. I'm like, PRO, what's PRO? If I want to say PRO, see how I say PRO. But PR, I don't know where you're hearing. Anyways, that was just by the way. I just remembered it now. So to skilled workers, the FCIP offers PRO to skilled workers who want to work and settle in rural or more remote Francophone minority communities. It opens January 31st, 2025, which was yesterday. To apply for PR through the FCIP, you must have, number 1, a job offer from a designated employer in the community. This is for the French one. Number 2, you must have at least 1 year of related work experience, 1,560 hours of related work experience in the past 3 years. So you have 1 year experience in that course. You have the job offer. Then to prove your language abilities by taking an approved French language test. It opens in a new tab, and you have the minimum score of CLB 5 in all abilities for your French language test. That's TCF or TEF. That's your French language test, sorry. You need a minimum score of CLB 5 in all 4 abilities, and you have a Canadian equivalent of a Canadian educational credential or the foreign equivalent. Then proof you have enough money to support your transition and your family's transition. So this is actually something that I feel like if you're an older person, you should look at this route. Why? Because first of all, the most important thing you need is French. If you can study French, we're in February. If you can give French till October safe, because I won't say you should do 6 months. 6 months is not that easy. Intensive French, give it 9 months. Try to see if you can get up to CLB 5. It's doable. And what the next most important one, when you see that you're making good progress in French, for job offer from a designated employer in the community, I'm going to be talking about the communities and the rest of them. As long as you have the French, it's not only French-related jobs. They just want a situation whereby you that you're coming with, maybe you have different other skills or what, you know how to speak the French language because they want to maintain it. Okay, so this is something doable. Of course, you have your proof of funds and the rest. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So the following communities will participate in the FCIP. Acadian Peninsula in New Brunswick, Sudbury in Ontario, Timmins in Ontario, Superior East Region in Ontario, St. Pierre Jollies in Manitoba, Kelowna in BC. These ones are participating in the French scheme. So I think these are areas where they're still looking for, French immigration. To apply for permanent resident through this pilot, you need a job offer. Each community has designated certain employers to make the job offer. You check their websites to see the list of employers there. If you want me to do a separate video where we talk about the employers, let me know. But I know this is just the introductory part. I didn't want this video to be too long, okay? So the summary for the FCIP, to be eligible for the FCIP, you must have a job offer from the employer in one of the 6 francophone communities, have at least 1 year work experience, write the language test in French, and have CLB5, meet the education requirements. So you must have maybe a BSc or any other degree, So you evaluate your degrees via WES or ICAS. So then you have your proof of fund. For more information for the FCIP, of course, you read their detailed application guidelines. You can check his website because these things are hyperlinked, okay? So that is for FCIP. You know your requirements, you know what you're looking at. If you cannot do French, let's get to the next point. RCIP, the Rural Community Immigration Pilot, is the second one, and let us see the requirements. So the RCIP offers PRO to skilled workers who want to work and settle in rural and more remote communities. It opens January 31st, 2025, which was also yesterday, okay? So for the RCIP, Canada has selected 14 communities who showed they can support and benefit from skilled migrants. They will approve certain employers to hire for jobs that they cannot fill with the local workers. To apply for permanent resident through the RCIP, I think this is an error because they put francophone, but through the RCIP, these are the ones that you need. You need a job offer from the employer, at least 1 year experience in your home country, prove your language. So English language is one of them. You can have normal English. So a minimum score, your CLB, the minimum score you need depends on the NOC tier category. So if you're going for higher jobs, tier 0 and 1, you need CLB 6. Tier 2 and 3, you need CLB 5. Tier 4 or 5, you need CLB 4. Meaning that these jobs are not necessarily skilled and top tier jobs. So you might get some jobs for tier 4 and 5, which are like low skilled jobs that can give you PR if you're ready to go to the rural communities. If you want me to do like list of the employers and the kind of jobs they have, I will do that in a separate video. But this is just to tell you that they're not just looking for up like the highest one. If you're willing to go to those communities, there's a pathway for you. That job offer is the main one. You have your educational credential or foreign equivalent. So for some people, just your diploma, which is WAEC, is good. If you have your BSc, fantastic, but you must have them evaluated, and then you need your proof of fund for this one as well. The communities, the following communities will participate in RCIP. We have please, if I'm butchering the name, forgive me, I'm bad with names. We have Pick 2 County, Nova Scotia. We have North Bay, Ontario, Sudbury, Ontario. Sudbury participated in the French and they're participating in this, which is good. Same with Timmins, Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Thunder Bay, Ontario, St. Bark, Manitoba, Altana and Rhineland in Manitoba, Brandon in Manitoba, Moose Jaw in Saskatchewan, Claresholm in Alberta, West Cotsney in BC, North Okanagan, Shoswap in BC, Peace Lade in BC. These are the communities that are participating in this. For Alberta, I know that Claresholm, let me see. Let me try to give you guys direction. So it is south. It's not actually far like that from Calgary. It's just an hour, 7 minutes from Calgary. It's a bit to the south. From where I am, it's just an hour, 7 minutes. To understand this, something like my office, it's possible to drive 30 minutes to walk. it's just possible. So 1 hour away from Calgary is not that far for me. So if you're going to target this, or maybe you're coming to Alberta, I feel like you should use the directions to know like their distance to the closest big cities. That way you just know which one you're looking at. Okay, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. To apply for PRO through this pilot, you need a job offer. Same thing with the other ones. Each community has, their designated employers to make the offer. Check their websites to see the list. And the summary, as he always does, is to be eligible, you must have a job offer from a designated employer in one of the 14 eligible rural communities. You have at least 1 year work experience previously in your home country. You write your language test, have from CLB 4 to 6, depending on the tier. You meet your education requirements, meaning degree or diploma, whatever you have, and then your proof of fund. Okay, very, very important. So to read more, you can check the hyperlinked on his website. The last one, which is one that I feel is very interesting and a lot of people may benefit from this, is the home care worker immigration pilot. Okay, so for the HCWIP, the program will provide home care workers with permanent residence on arrival. As you just land, you get it. They will also be allowed to work for organizations that provide temporary or part-time care for people who are semi-independent or recovering from an injury or illness. This pathway means that caregivers can more easily find proper work with reliable employers and have clear, straightforward access to permanent resident status as soon as they arrive in Canada. HCWIP opens March 31st. The other ones opened yesterday, but this one is March 31st. So you still have a couple of months to apply for PR through the HCWIP. You must have to attain minimum of level 4 for your language test. 4 is low. So everybody can pass and get 4 for your language test. You have equivalent of high school diploma. Diploma is like WAEC, which is low, which everybody can have. Okay, you have relevant work experience. So in care, you must have work experience. People that are nurse aides and the rest of them. And if you know how to just care for somebody and you have that experience, they did not say if it should be 1 year or it should be 6 months. They just said relevant recent work experience. 4, you have full-time offer from a full-time home care job. You must have an offer. And then this is for all communities in Canada. So this one is not just for one particular place. This one is for anywhere in Canada. So it targets those who have work experience in care worker occupation. To be eligible, like the summary, just as it does for the rest, to be eligible for this one, you must have your job offer, relevant work experience, your language test of CLB 5, meet your education requirements of at least high school diploma, and then for more information, get to IRCC. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So like I said, the most achievable one is the last one, which is the home care route. But for all, it boils down to one thing: job. Now, not to put a damper on this good news, there are people that are here already in Canada that are still finding it hard to get some form of job offers. So most people that are being more realistic, they'll be like, okay, we have people that are in the care routes that are already here. They are not even permanent residents yet. So why are you opening this for others? This care is not just for people that are working in institutions. It's also for homes. Like if you have a child that you want someone to come and care for, people are using it to bring in their, relatives to care for their child so that they can have time to work. Somebody, let's say somebody fell ill or the wife is ill or this one, you send for somebody. And one video I'll try to do is the requirements to be able to give this job offer. So it's not just for homes. Individuals can also offer the job offer. So I'm going to try to get the requirements for that so that I can make it a separate video for those that are interested in maybe exploring, giving offers to people. Maybe you have somebody that is that needs some form of care. The reason I feel like they still open this is because for some people, they need the care from people they trust, okay? Because care is very delicate, especially when it comes to elderly parents and the rest of them. Yes, it's fine to care, like to use any home care person or any of these companies, but sometimes they also want the offer to be maybe family, especially when it comes to kids and the rest of them. I will feel that that's the excuse as to not, fully integrating those that are already in Canada. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Which one of these 3 routes is something that you explore? For those of you that can do French, you can also explore that. For those of you that, can do the rural community, that one I feel like it's also doable. You understand? If you can go to their website and see the courses and start firing your application, I mean, you might just be lucky. It's not that bad, because especially with the one I just checked, because I stay in Alberta, I stay in Calgary, and I see from Claire's home to Calgary is 1 hour, how many minutes? It's not that long. Like if I'm going to Edmonton from Calgary, it's 3 hours on the road. So it's even closer to Calgary than Calgary is close to Edmonton. So yeah, I would say it's doable for those that can explore it. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I am happy to finally share good news, because Canada can be something else that most times when I sit here, I'm coming, a lot of people just go like, what is the bad news of the day? That kind of thing. I do not want to be that person that shares only bad news. So, all right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, I remain your girl, Asi Darling. Please check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.